One of my favorite memories is probably definitely the field trips. So I was part of um, the group that went to San Francisco for the field trip, and that was that was incredible. Obviously, because of the place and because of the people we went to, but also just in terms of what we studied there and our projects as well. And I think the assignment that I wrote from that field trip was probably my highest graded assignment. Just because, yeah, there's something to be said where you're doing the research and you're doing um, the prep work beforehand, and then you go somewhere else. You do the actual research, and then you like kind of come back and write it down. Like there's quite a differing sense of scale there, which kind of really helps with the analysis and your studies. And I just think just generally like what geography teaches you is essentially about the world. And I know I'm simplifying it, and probably, any professor looking at this will be like, oh, not this again. But it's generally, yeah, you're learning the relationship of humans with our natural world, with the society of people, the idea of space and place and all this sort of stuff. And it's something that, like, it's so entrenched in your life as well, like, and how we live as human beings. And I think it's played such an impact in what I'm doing now, as a photographer, as, a traveler as well, traveling to different countries, capturing different societies and people. So I would absolutely recommend it wholeheartedly, especially if, it's something you're curious about. And perhaps you might not necessarily know where it leads in terms of, a solid kind of career path, but it's when you have a curiosity, I would definitely say, follow that curiosity and see where it leads, because that's when you'll really kind of find out what your passion is and what you aim to fulfill within your life. One thing that probably started at A level, but also definitely carried me through my degree as well, is kind of thinking like a geographer, that kind of mind frame that we've been told, and the kind of idea of thinking on different scales. So not only zooming out and looking at the bigger picture, but also being able to zoom in and look at the little details. And that kind of idea has really helped me in my photography and also in my filmmaking as well, where you have that bigger picture, you have that storyboard of what you're trying to say, but you also kind of zoom in and look at the little details that make that story what it is. And it's that attention to detail and just looking, and also just like really connecting with people as well. I think that plays quite an important part. And at university you are, you're in lectures, you're doing assignments, but also you do get a chance to go out there, especially with King's College London being in the heart of London, right? And then also with the field trips as well, like you develop that connection with the people that that are part of your study as well. I would say just take advantage of every opportunity that's available to you, right? I think it's quite easy to go to your scheduled lectures, submit your scheduled assignments, and you can get a perfect grade, that's great. But I think the starting university in general as well, and starting geography at King's College London, like there's so many opportunities available to you. Like the little lectures that they have weekly, at different times. Also, like I don't know if this is still true, but the open kind of door policy that King's College London has, that you can, enter any other lecture and sit in and listen. I think that is incredible. And at the end of the day, like I know a degree has become like the next kind of step. You get a degree, you get a job, right? But these places, these institutes are built on the pursuit of knowledge, and we can't forget that. So just take advantage of every moment, talk to your peers, talk to your professors, go to their open office hours, and have a chat with them. They're so appreciative of it as well. And there's a special like bond that you get when you allow someone to speak about their passion and speak about their knowledge as well, and their area of expertise. And in King's, like you have people who are at the top of their field and the top of like their niche. So yeah, just take advantage of every moment and really kind of get stuck in, I'd say.